What? Was it too full?
Why did I do that? Just tipped my water bottle down me.
What a brilliant start.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being.
Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I am back with Brody, as you can see. I feel like everyone really likes the videos of Brody. We tend to get more views, so she's back for the views. We're literally outside of the gym and we're already sweating. Well, I'm bloody sweating. Brody's tipped off the drink down already. And yeah, we thought we'd just do a casual, chatty girl talk video because I don't know, I feel like that's what we do all the time anyway, so I thought we'd just have a little chat. We've got some like advice or some questions, and yeah, we're just gonna give our advice. We're not professionals.
No,
we make bad choices.
Maybe don't listen to what we say, but we'll just give our opinion.
But it might be a little bit entertaining. I'm also missing 2 nails, so we're just gonna ignore that. But yeah, we're ready for the gym. Don't really care today. I'm also like proper hunched, so if I look really weird, it's because I'm hunched down because we're trying to like balance the camera on the car. What do you call that?
Dashboard.
Dashboard.
What do you call that?
What do you call this? Right, so we have some questions and we're just going to answer them, and it's just going to be very chill, very chatty. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so that you know when I post. Give us a like, and I'll leave me and Brody's social media down below. So the first one is, I'm worried my 21... Does that not mean female?
Yeah.
Boyfriend?
No, my, as in she's a 21-year-old.
Sorry guys, I want to get it right. I want to get it right, okay?
Right, so this is a girl talking about a boyfriend, to make it make sense.
Okay, so I am worried. I'm a 21-year-old female, and I'm worried that my 22-year-old boyfriend may be falling down a misogynistic hole on TikTok.
I feel like we need more to it, really. Then.
No, I feel like we can answer it. I think if I thought that my boyfriend was sort of watching loads of videos and it was making him become quite misogynistic or have certain views that I really didn't agree with, I think the best thing to do is just talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, if that was Jordan, I'd sit him down and be like, right, have a cup of tea, have a sit down, we need a little bit of a conversation about this, because I suppose you can get really caught up in like social media and videos, and there's so much stuff on TikTok now as well, like so many threads, you can just end up in like a deep hole.
Yeah.
So I think if he was ending up doing something like that, just sit him down, have a bit of a conversation, maybe just challenge his views.
Yeah, especially if it's coming into real life.
Oh god,
then you need to definitely talk
100%.
about it, because he might not even realise he's doing it. It's probably, hopefully, just something that he doesn't realise.
Yeah, and if you can maybe find like, if there's like loads of different videos and stuff like that, maybe show him some like feminist or some sort of views that you agree with, and show him the other side of it and see if you can fall down a rabbit hole there.
Yeah.
On TikTok. I'm sure you'll be able to find something. Boyfriend, 27-year-old male, cheated on me, a 22-year-old female. We have a 5-month-old daughter together.
Oh dear.
See, I feel like these are the ones where we could do with a little bit of a backstory, a bit more, because like, have you just found out?
How long have they been together?
Have you told him? Like, have you just found out and written this, or has there like been a whole discussion after this has happened? But a 5-month-old daughter, can you imagine?
Yeah, but that's weird because he could have been cheating when she's pregnant as well. I feel like that's even worse.
Yeah, I think you're saying if you find something out, it's like, how long's it been going on for? And can you, like, if you can't trust them, at the end of the day, it's hard to say much without a bit more of a backstory, or like where your head's at. But I think, oh, can you imagine carrying a child for 9 months
and finding out that,
like, a 5-month-old child? One of our best friends has got a baby, and they are so much work. And like, it's amazing, but oh my god, the work you have to put in when you have a baby, a 5-month-old baby, and then to find out you've been cheated on, I don't know what to do.
I know, and I think you know that it's a problem, and you know you're not happy with it, otherwise you wouldn't be asking for advice on it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know that you're not happy with it, you're not comfortable, and would anyone be? Yeah, would anyone?
That's a horrible situation.
It just,
it's a very, very horrible
it makes it
situation
so
to be
much
in.
worse when the child's involved, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, to be cheated on anyway is absolutely horrendous, but if you have a 5-month-old child together and you found out he's cheated on you, I mean, we can't really tell you.
Don't know how to answer
tell you
that.
what
I
to
don't
do.
have any advice, but also not being in the situation makes it harder because only you know how you feel and
especially when there's a child.
Yeah, and how you'll cope either without him or carrying the relationship on.
Yeah, it's definitely one thing if you're not happy and like you don't think you're going to be treated correctly, you can definitely, there are ways of being able to do it on your own. I'm sure there's sort of, like, there's support out there.
Family and friends will always be there for you.
Yeah, it's not worth, and I think another big thing as well is like, you know, people stay together to raise a child because they think it's better for the child, but a lot of the time it's worse for the child to grow up in an environment like that.
They'll grow up in an unhappy environment.
Yeah. Well, I'm very sorry about that. That is awful. How can I reach out to a guy? Oh, sorry. So this is a 29-year-old female. How can I reach out to a guy I messed up things with? Oh God, I can't read. How can I reach out to a guy I messed things up with a few months ago?
Honestly, if it was me, I'd just message them.
Yeah.
I have no shame. I really don't care. If I want to talk to you, I will.
Yeah, I think you've got to be like that sometimes, definitely, because guys
and
can be stubborn as well.
Yeah, and if you're wanting to, how they don't know that you want to talk to them.
Yeah, very true, very true.
So that you're just waiting around for nothing. You either message
there's no
them,
point in waiting around because he probably thinks, oh, she's messed up and she's not bothered. She's messed up and now she's not even bothering to try and message me or try and like rekindle things, so she's not bothered.
Yeah, he'll be in the trying to get over you stage or just thinking nothing of it, and then if he hears from you, he might want to give it a go. Yeah,
you never know. Maybe
you
he's waiting for you to reach out thinking she's not bothered.
You don't know till you try, do you? Don't know.
So yeah, message. I mean, you can send a respectful message, I think, and be like, you know, I understand that I messed up here and you might not want to get back together, you might not want to see where things go, which is absolutely fine, totally understandable. Yeah. But this is where my head's at.
Yeah, this is how I feel. Yeah. And I think when you tell a boy how you feel, they just shocks him, doesn't it?
Yeah, boys can be very oblivious.
Yeah,
so oblivious.
To feelings, yeah.
Like you could be like, obviously I like him, and he'll wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, I agree. So best thing to do is just message him, let him know.
Send a nice little message. I'm very sorry that I messed up. This is where my head's at. Where's your head at? Would you be interested? And then if he says no, you can move on. Yeah. Then you know.
Yeah, then you know, and then you're not just regretting things or carrying it on for no reason.
Yeah, there's no like what ifs.
Yes.
So this is coming from a 25-year-old female, so a couple of years older than us. What could I do to protect myself from being harassed by cars while walking?
Ugh. This is just
I'd love to know.
I would love to be able to answer that question. Maybe not being a girl is the answer.
Yeah, maybe
that is the only answer.
Yeah, honestly, it's absolutely awful. I'm assuming this means like catcalling, beeping.
Yeah, like being,
that kind of thing. I feel like we can't really answer it because at the end of the day we don't know either. I think the only thing to say is, if there's anybody watching who thinks that is appropriate,
it's not.
It's not. Catcalling is not a compliment. That is what I always say. Catcalling is not a compliment, it's a threat. It's literally
and especially when you're in a car and if you're on your own and a car pulls up or a car beeps at you, you're like,
it's horrible.
What do I do?
Because we don't know. Like my friend's little sister, a few years ago, she was walking down like a street where we live in the country, like seems quite safe, and a load of men in a van started making comments on her body, started beeping at her. I think they pulled up next to her. We don't know if we're gonna get, I mean, we don't want that anyway, but you don't know if they're gonna pull you into the van. You don't know what's gonna happen, and it's stuff like that. It makes you scared.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely ridiculous. So just never think it's okay. If you see anyone do it to somebody else, call them out on it, because it's just disgusting, and it is a threat. It's not a compliment, it's a threat.
It's a threat.
It is a threat.
It's a threat.
It's a threat. You don't hear me. No, we've got a friend the other day, he was like on about going for runs at night, and he was like, oh yeah, it's really chill, and I was like, oh, I couldn't do that.
I wish I could.
And he was like, why couldn't you do that? Of course you can. And I was like,
no, you don't.
I can't go on a run at night.
I also can't run.
I also can't run. No, I think I'm going on a run. Are you mad?
I won't run in the daylight.
No, I wouldn't. But it's things like that we have to consider, like coming home from the pub at the night. It's like, well, how are you going to get home? You're going to walk on your own?
Yeah.
Don't think so. How do I shake off creepy guys when you're alone outside? I feel like it's the same thing, isn't it?
Just walk away. Just
walk away. I suppose try not to provoke.
I think,
even though we shouldn't have to.
No, not provoke. I'd just be. I feel like people worry about being rude to other people, but if someone's making you feel uncomfortable, you have to do the best thing for you. You can literally tell them to go away, or just remove yourself from the situation and literally walk off. And if they follow you, be on your phone, call the police, call your friend, pretend to call the police if you don't feel comfortable, but be on the phone to someone, say you're gonna meet someone.
Oh, there's been so many times where I've been walking home on my own and
you're
I'm
just like this,
phone, like, yeah, okay, see
nearly
you around the corner.
home.
Yeah, no worries. Like,
it's so bad.
It is bad that people have to deal with that, and I'm sure, you know, I'm not saying that all boys feel safe walking on their own and stuff as well, but it is such an issue, and there's not really an answer apart from just like, I just generally
remove
blank
from the situation.
People, or sometimes I do get a little bit sassy.
I feel like girls have such a problem with like hurting someone else's feelings,
or being rude,
or just they don't want to come across as being nasty to someone, but then you have to think what they're doing to you is wrong and just stick up for yourself.
I feel uncomfortable about someone I rejected a year ago. So they're both 26, male and female. So this is the female. I feel uncomfortable about someone I rejected a year ago, and he still tries to creep me on my Instagram. Advice.
Block
That's
him.
what I was going to say. Block
everywhere.
Him.
Not just Instagram. Everything you have him on. And if your friends know him, get them to block him too. Because if they're your friends, then they'll just do it without questioning your reason. So just don't let anyone make you feel
block
uncomfortable.
him. I feel like maybe if it wasn't sinister or anything, you could always send them a message and just be like, hi,
you're bothering me.
It's kind of bothering me. You make me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Leave me alone, please.
I'm not really interested. I think I'm gonna sort of delete you off social media because I don't think we need to really keep up with each other's lives. But obviously you might not feel comfortable doing that, in which case just block them. Oh, what's that? What have I done here? They've got more to them.
Oh, Beth thinking we haven't got any background, got the background right next to it.
You have to click on it. What have I? Well, I feel like this might have been the next one anyway. And this one, I'm dating someone who already has a girlfriend. Should I tell her? Yes. He didn't tell me about her and I'm devastated. I'm not sure if I should do the right thing.
That car's going to reverse into that car. Oh.
Where?
Oh, that black one was just great, like rolling into the red one there.
Before it made it towards, I was looking for a car. Like, where is it?
Oh, be the first time. How rude.
Right.
Sorry.
So this one, I feel like there's mixed views on this.
Can you repeat the question? I was just too distracted, sorry.
Right. I'm dating someone who already has a girlfriend. Should I tell her?
Yes.
He didn't oh my god, the wind! I'm sorry, but it's too hot for the windows down, so we're just having to deal. He didn't tell me about her. I'm devastated. I'm not sure if I should do the right thing and tell her about our relationship.
Okay. That's fine on the girl to start with, because she didn't get into a relationship knowing you had a girlfriend. If you did, that's bad on you as well. But now you do know, I think you should tell her.
Do you know what? I've always been so like, tell her, because I couldn't like live and breathe knowing that there was this guy like with this girl who didn't even know that I was like seeing him. But yeah, so what confuses me about this is I've always said tell the girl, like obviously tell her if you've been seeing her boyfriend without knowing. However, I feel like a lot of people, especially like on the girls' bathroom, they had a very similar question to this, and they said like, what was it? It was like he was with a girl and they had a baby and she'd been seeing him for ages, and they were like, no, you don't need to get involved. Like they were like, it's not your place.
Okay, well, if you feel like that and it's not your place to tell her, it might not be your place to tell her, because personally I do think the boy should be the one to tell her, because he's the one doing it. However, if you feel uncomfortable enough in the relationship, that your options are leave or tell her. That I don't think there's another option. I couldn't stay knowing you had another girlfriend.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Are you still seeing him?
That'd make me feel uncomfortable.
Oh my god, I'd feel disgusting.
Let alone me feel uncomfortable because I'd feel like he was cheating on me, and then feeling like the other girl.
And you're the other girl.
Yeah.
Like you find out you're being cheated on, but you're the other girl.
Yeah, you're number two. You're not his first priority because he already had a girlfriend. I just think that feeling's awful.
From him.
Yeah, from him.
Yeah, I'd have to tell them. I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but I'd have to tell them.
I just
couldn't, you know, like knowing this poor girl
Yeah.
I know, but then
because
I'm like,
then think about how you'd feel if it was the other way around. I know you're always yeah, I'd want to be told. I feel like it'd break your heart, but then you're moving on. If you, obviously, we think you should leave him.
You do not need that kind of toxicity.
But also, you're doing this girl a favour because you're telling her that she's in a relationship with the wrong person for her, because she is.
Yeah, and she could spend
and she can,
life,
and then she can go find someone else and be happier than she is. So
yeah. Personally, I would tell her, but that's just me. Maybe I'm just getting a bit too involved. How do I, a 25-year-old female, make friends? I'm newly single and want to start going out again. I recently broke up with my boyfriend after over 2 years of control and isolation. Sorry about that. It's awful. Luckily, I was able to keep a few friends during the relationship, but mostly I was isolated and unable to maintain friendships. COVID didn't help. Anyway, I'm newly single, want to make friends, go out and have fun. I'm starting a graduate school in the fall, so I'm hoping that will help.
Yeah.
But for the rest of summer, what do I do? How do I make friends? I'm so desperate. Might just download Bumble BFF, but I do not know if that actually works. Any advice would be very much appreciated. I want to focus on myself and building strong friendships before I can think of being in another relationship.
That is so good.
That's very
That
good
is
mindset.
that is what you need in life.
Lovely
And I
mindset.
feel like breaking up with a boyfriend is the perfect time to make new friends. Or
the camera just died, guys, so sorry if we were all over the place, but it was about making friends when you're newly single, and you're saying it's a very good mindset.
we feel like it's a really good mindset to have, because when you just break up with a boyfriend, it's a perfect time to make new friends or expand the friendships that you already have. Literally happened to me like last month, and now, I mean, we were besties before, but now we literally can't get rid of me, so
I feel like
great times. But advice for, I feel like if you have kept a few friendships, I feel like try and start from there, because you have them there. Like, try and see them more, make more
like
effort.
arrange a date, like, you know, arrange cute things to do with them, spend some time together.
And if they're willing to go on nights out with you, that is a perfect time to make new friends. Like, have you seen the girls' toilets in a club? That's where you need to go.
It's a place to be. It's a
That's where
place
you
to
need
be.
to go.
Relationships are really built in girls' toilets.
Yeah. So if you can get yourself out with the friends that you do have, and like go to a bar or go to a club, I feel like you could build friendships through that.
And the Bumble thing, I don't know, maybe give it a go. Be very safe. Obviously, I don't really know how it works exactly. But yeah, just be careful in terms of like meeting people in public spaces and all of that. But yeah, it could probably be online friends.
So social media is a good way, definitely.
Like Instagram, stuff like that. You can always I have a friend who I've spoken about before who in lockdown she DM'd me, and she was like, oh, she thought I lived in Sheffield because a lot of my photos are in Sheffield. She was like, oh, I've started a new job there, I could really do with some new friends, like, do you want to meet up for a drink? We've been friends for like a year, 2 years now. I'm going to her birthday like next month. Yeah, Brody knows her. So yeah, 100%. Don't feel uncomfortable to just DM people. If they pie you,
then
or if they're not polite, then that's their problem.
They've missed out on a good friend then.
100%.
And also, if you're starting a new school, was it school or uni or something?
Graduate. Starting graduate school in the fall.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what graduate school is, but if you're starting a new school, then that's the perfect way to start new friendships. But the only advice there is just be yourself, and then you make friends,
because then you'll meet friends that you would
like
actually be friends with, rather than sort of not being yourself and then down the line being like, these people aren't for me. Because they won't be. Should we do, we'll do one more, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit long, and I'm very sorry that we will do another video if you like this. We'll do another video where we actually like read the the full story, because I'm really annoyed. So, my parents are pressuring me to get married because I'm a 28-year-old female. Should I give in to their pressure? No. No.
If you don't have someone that you want to marry, oh God.
I'm 28-year-old female, and I am a 28-year-old female, and I got a job a month ago. Now my parents are pressuring me to get married. Since I have got a job, I refuse and beg them to give me 1 more year so that I can get financially stable and build my career properly. But they are blackmailing me by telling me I am not worried about them and my father is getting old. According to them, I will not get good matches if I wait for a year. They'll start looking for people for me. I don't want to get married at this point and build my career. I want to build my career, I think that means, but they're not understanding that forced marriage will make my life miserable. What shall I do? That's a horrible situation. That's a really horrible situation to be in. I think it's so easy to go, well, just say, like, you know, say no to them, get on with your life.
But then
I think a lot of people are so worried about disappointing their parents.
And the amount of respect you have for them, but they are literally blackmailing you. They're doing it to make themselves happy and not you. And they're your parents, but you can't get married because your dad's getting too old. That's not fair.
28. 28.
I'm 23 and don't even have a boyfriend.
I'll be 28 in like 5 years, I think.
Can
a bit
you
less
count?
than that now. Well, I'm nearly 24 now. But yeah, obviously, it's a very hard one because I mean, I would try your best to not go with it.
I feel like we can't give advice fully on situations we don't fully know or on. Like, we will never be in that. It's horrible, but I know we will never be in that situation. This is what our parents are like. Yeah. But I think you know what you want. I feel like you have to stick up for what you want.
Yeah.
And if
really talk to them.
Yeah. If you need to try and maybe explain why you feel miserable, try and get them to understand your point of view. I know it's hard, but
if you haven't already, maybe like sort of bring them into your career a bit more, show them like the prospects of like having that sort of life. If it's quite money based as well, you know, if you're wanting to expand your career, you want to do that for you, like, and that's going to be more secure than finding someone who it might not work out with because you don't actually love each other. Yeah,
and just being forced into a quick one.
Yeah. Maybe talk to other people that have been in that scenario, see how they could help. Talk to people that have been in that scenario where it didn't work out, and you can show that to your parents. I know it can be really, really hard because I think a lot of people sort of get to 18 and go, well, why are you listening to your parents, you know?
Yeah, but it's
like,
not
you shouldn't be listening
like
to your parents. They can't tell you what to do, but it's more of a respect thing. Like, I'm 20, nearly 24, and my parents will still be like, you're not driving there on your own. You can't, and I'm like, but then other times I'll be like, well, we can't tell you what to do, you're literally nearly 24. Yeah. But they will still say, you're not doing that, it's dangerous. They won't let me walk home on my own. They're like, you're not walking home on your own. My mum texts me like, you're not walking home on your own. But
that's a valid reason. That's a valid reason. I think a forced marriage is a very unvalid reason.
Yeah, it's very, very different things. But I mean, it's like people expect a lot of other people to like get to a certain age and go, well, screw your parents, you know, you don't want to listen to them. Like, who cares? You don't have to do as you're told.
No.
But it's more like, for you, I think, probably a respect thing and like a control thing on their part.
I think at the end of the day though, you do have to do what's best for you. So
yeah, 100%.
If you don't want it, then you have to try and do everything you can to prove to them and carry on with your career and make a life that's worth living for you, because they're not living your life, are they?
No, exactly. Exactly. And I really hope it does work out for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's really not a nice one. Yeah.
So guys, we are going to end this video here because we need to go to the gym, and yeah, it's probably going to end up being really long. But yeah, I'm sorry we didn't open I didn't realise that there was so much more to the questions. If you would like us to do this again and you enjoy this video, please let me know down in the comments, because we can do this again and actually properly read through some more scenarios and do it properly. But yeah, please make sure to click the subscribe button. I'm posting weekly videos now. Make sure to hit the like button so that I know you enjoyed the video, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when I post. And I will leave me and Brody's social media down below. And I will see you very soon with another video. Can we do a thumbnail quick? Can we do some shock tones?
Oh my God.